Hello guys, welcome back to Hardcore Reporter Salvation. As we promised, today we will take you briefly on how to buy USDT and USBT. If you already set up your MetaMask account up to this level that we are now, that is adding USDT and USBT tokens, it means you're ready to go with us to this party too that we're about to go now. But if you haven't, please, we recommend that you watch the previous video we uploaded on Hardcore Reporter Salvation YouTube channel. And that was the part 1 of this tutorial, where we shared briefly how you can add USDT and USBT to your MetaMask wallet. So we recommend that you watch that very first step, apply it correctly before watching this very second step, and then ease application on your MetaMask. Now listen up everyone watching and listening. This is the most crucial part in this tutorial, so you must pay rapt attention to every step and don't miss out on any. Make sure you watch till the end. At the end of this part 2 tutorial, we'll be dropping the helpline which you will contact if you have any confusing parts which probably you didn't understand here. So brace up and let's begin. Click on buy BNB and it will take you directly to this very interface. So here is where you will choose your country of residence. When I say your country of residence, it means the country that you are currently residing and not any other country. So because of this tutorial, what we are buying is USDT. Pay attention, take notes here. What we are buying is USDT and not Binance coin. So don't make that very mistake of selecting or leaving it selected on Binance coin. You have to change it to USDT. So here we go. Type USDT and select the first one. Type in the amount you want to buy, and after that click on done and proceed to payment method. Payment method do vary depending on the country which you reside in, but in all the countries they have debit or credit card option, so we recommend that. Quickly choose debit or credit card option and proceed by clicking on get quotes. So from here, complete all the on-screen instructions they give you to complete your payment of buying USDT. Dear listeners and viewers, due to privacy issues, we will not go into details on this. Now you have to take the book by the horn by going through it. It's that normal way of completing payments online. The main thing is that you have to check out all the instructions to complete your payments. It's not a big deal. This is how to view the progress of your payments live on MetaMask, whether the order is completed, failed or declined. You have to go to your MetaMask home screen and click on the history tab. Click on orders and you see whether your order has been processed. So as you can see on the USDT token, we now have a balance instead of it being 0 USDT. This means that we have successfully purchased or bought a USDT into our MetaMask account. So the next step is to buy USBT, which is BIAFRACOIN, with this USDT that we purchased. And as you can see on the screen, we currently have 0 USBT. It means that there is no USBT in our USBT token. So we have to undergo the process now to buy the USBT. So follow up. And as always, if you are living in that geographical place called Nigeria, install a VPN and on it now, because we are going to access the USBT.Bank of Biafra website in order to be able to buy USBT. So let's go. First of all, click on portfolio and then click on the search bar. Carefully write usbt.bankofbiafra.org and make sure you get it correctly. It will take you to the website. Scroll down, you see where they write buy USBT. Enter the amount of the USBT you intend to buy. Note here please, the amount of USDT in your MetaMask wallet must be equivalent to the USBT you want to buy. In other words, the USBT you want to buy must not exceed the amount of USDT currently on your USDT MetaMask account. To break it down, if you have 2 USDT on your MetaMask wallet, what you will buy is 2 USBT, or you can buy below 2 USBT. and for example 1 USBT. This is because the USDT and USBT are equivalent in value, and what we are doing here is balancing the equation. It will declare and tell you insufficient USDT if the buying value doesn't correspond. So I hope you got it. So after carefully putting the amount you want to buy, click on buy and then wait for it. So here you have to literally confirm the payment. Click on refresh fee and click on yes do it to complete the payment. The system will take less than 5 seconds to process the payment. Just wait for it. Boom, USBT buy successfully. So what we do from here now is to go to our home page and MetaMask to confirm and see whether the USBT that we have just bought is reflecting. So go back to the home page. As you can see, 2 USBT now added to our USBT token. So now that you have successfully invested in Bank of Biafra USBT, the next is how to stake the USBT and earn rewards. The Bank of Biafra offers intrinsically 18% interest when you stake. So on the part 3 of this tutorial, we will be teaching you guys, global citizens, how to stake the USBT and rewards. So stay tuned on Hacker Reporters today. So thank you guys for watching and subscribing, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do it now so that you stay tuned on this channel and see when we drop the next update. Thank you very much.
You are welcome to the United States of Biafra Security Administration website, the only approved online portal for Biafra citizens' ID card application and event registration. Click on the register button on the menu list if you are a first-time visitor. Fill in your name, phone number, email, and preferred password to create your user account. Check your email inbox for the account verification link from Biafra Security Administration. Click on the Verify Here Now button in the email to complete the verification process. After verification, log in to your account. Upon login, a pop-up message will ask if you want to access the application forms. Click on Go to see the overview and the privacy statement page. Please read carefully and tap Agree and Submit button to view the online application form page. Choose between 2 types of application forms: the ID card application form and the non-ID card application form. Ensure you read through the descriptions of each before making your choice. Once you select your application type, the application form will open to you for you to fill. Fill the entire form with accurate information and upload any required documents. To avoid errors, jot down answers to questions on paper before completing the online form. After successful filling the application form, you will be redirected to the Jumio verification page to verify your identity. Ensure the uploaded identity document matches the one used for verification. After successful Jumio verification, proceed to the payment page to make payments for your ID card. Upon successful payment, you will receive email confirmation. Please allow up to 7 days for administrators to review your application and make approval. Ensure all information provided is correct to avoid rejection and account suspension for security reasons. Make sure you comply with directives and guidelines provided throughout the process. Thank you. For your event registration to Finland Convention, Kindly click on the Events button on our website menu. This will direct you to the event page. Select the Finland Convention event. You will be taken to the login page. If you have an existing user account, log in with your email and password. Once logged in, access the convention application form. Fill out the form correctly and select your preferred ticket type. Click on the Pay Now button to make payment for your 2024 Finland Convention event tickets. After successfully submitting your application, wait for 7 days for administrators to review and approve your application. Upon approval, your event ticket will be emailed to you. Please ensure that your email address and all other information provided are accurate to avoid any issues with your application. See you all in Lahti, Finland. From November 29th to December 3rd, 2024. Biafra, peace, unity, and freedom. Thank you.
Human is gone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wonderful people of Biafra and lovers of freedom. We salute you all and we bring you warm greetings from the Biafran Republic government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland. The media team of the BRGIA have gathered here today to keep the fire burning and to awaken your subconsciousness on the happenings of the day, and to also key you into what you may not know and the misconceptions that are flying there and the deceit of the enemies of Biafra and the propaganda and blackmail leaflets that has been dropped and deposited and circulated in Biafra provinces against the indigenous people of Biafra. The indigenous people of Biafra, codename IPOB, have a government, and that government is the Biafran Republic government in exile and de facto in the homeland, headed by one indomitable Obato Ovie, the great finisher, the Ikboki of our time, the Ekberimaristic Ekberima, that has Ekberimarized every moron, starting from Buhari to Tifunubu, Senate President, Akpabio, Christopher Musa, and all his boys. Our Obatobi has experienced all of them. The Itiare Kondo of Biafra, the stone that the builders rejected, which has become the chief cornerstone. If you don't put his name on any publication, your news will not fly. So, if you want to make a name, remember to put Simon Ekpa's name in everything that you are doing so that it will fly, because he is the face and the eye of the Biafran people now. We salute the existence of our supreme leader. We salute the existence of our eternal leader. We salute the existence of our former president of Biafra. We salute the existence of our gallant men and women of the Biafra Defense Forces, defending and protecting and keeping our women and children from being slaughtered. Today, everyone sings Easter, but the Biafran Defense Forces are not singing Easter. What they are singing is Biafra, because they understand that you must have Biafra first before you can have a secure and enabling environment to be able to celebrate Easter. So if there is no Biafra where there is freedom of movement and you have security of life and properties, there will be no place for you to celebrate Easter. So we owe these men and women that have sacrificed their pleasure and their life and the warm embrace of their wives and children and family and concubines and wives and sugar daddy and sugar mummies, and then put Biafra first. We salute them and we call on all Biafrans to remain loyal to them. Like our PM said, give them your support wherever you cite them. We thank the Biafran people, especially the media team. We thank you, all Biafrans that are making sure they disseminate information in one way or the other to make sure the awareness continue in a very large scale. Thank you, both those that are doing propaganda and those that are doing blackmail and those that are doing the needful. Everything is working to the good of the Biafran people. If you like, sit down, waste time, talk against the Biafran people. You are actually creating awareness for the Biafran people, and people will come to ask you, why are you talking about these people? Because there is something about these people that makes you spend 3 hours to talk about these people. So you do it positively, negatively, you are helping this very government. And we remain loyal to our Prime Minister. Kudos to all the cabinet members of the BRGIE serving under the Prime Minister. Kudos to the de facto government officials. Kudos to every reps and admins and coordinators of countries. And kudos to all Biafrans who are donating and making sure the war chest and the armory of Biafra armed forces is not lacking in any way. We must continue, and we say a very big thank you to all of you. Happy Easter in the language of the season, but for us we say Happy Biafra Defense Force, because they are doing us proud. So we salute all of you, and with us in the studio we have this wonderful, and if you keep them aside, you cannot go media team. If you keep them aside, you cannot go media team. So with this media team, they have gone through hurdles in this liberation alongside with their prime minister. They have come very far. So I need to appreciate them in a very big way. Minister 247 Ndewo, Minister 555 Vision Ndewo, Minister Ajare, Bam Bam Bam, the Bam 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 pastor of the day, Ndewo, God bless you. And we have Minister Ifeanyi here, which network is playing ping pong with him. And every other ministers of the gospel of Biafra that are there spreading everywhere. Those of you that are on Twitter, on Facebook, on TikTok, on social, everywhere that you are, Instagram, we appreciate all your work. And the government of Biafra appreciates everything that you're doing on daily basis. So keep up doing it. If you're just posting, you're sharing, you're liking, you're creating documentaries, short videos, you cut, you edit, you send, you post, you help everything to go far and wide. Please continue in what you're doing because you are contributing a very big factor to this very liberation. So I leave the mic here to my minister, Bam Bam Bam. After then it goes to 247. Then later it goes to Minister 555. Ndewo, my ministers in the house.
Ndewo. Please, fellow Biafrans, bear with me. Too much enjoyment of the season have cracked my voice. Hey, Ogene, I greet you all, Umuchineke, and lovers of freedom. It's what a wonderful season we are in. I want to celebrate every Biafran. I want to celebrate every Biafran, every one of you. I want to celebrate you the Vam way. We have come a long way. We have done well. But the truth is that we are not resting our oars. We are not relaxing. You know, where we have gotten to, what it means is that we must buckle up because there are more hurdles to cross. There are more battles to fight. Because the one we don't fight win. Now, small one compared to the one we go fight for front. So that is why, as they say, they praise DK for waiting in do. You go do more. Biafrans, you have tried. Biafrans in the home front, you have tried. Our Prime Minister is leading us well and is doing the needful to get us all our heart desire. And I want to appreciate all my fellow comrades in the house and my fellow ministers in the house. We are wonderful. Even the ministers that are not able to make it due to one thing or the other to this particular broadcast, you all are top notch. We have done well. And to Kuka be the glory. There's a lot to talk about tonight. I don't want to hang the mic for a long time. I just want to pass it across to my comrade to also salute Biafrans. Thank you. (247)
Sonny, you don't talk again. You don't say your mouth. How much? Because I want to sell my own too. Thank you so much, Mazi. Thank you, my comrades in the studio, honorable ministers. I greet you all and all Biafrans all over the world. My greetings to you all and our leaders, anywhere they are. God bless them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we must not forget what he is currently going through, the health condition. And that place is not his house. And our leader, our prime minister as well, may we remember Obatobia, Mazi Simon Ekpa. We must remember to honor, respect, follow. Just like our leader directed, you must go and listen to him. You must follow him because he has brought, it's no longer that he is bringing, he has brought the new dimension, and we can see all by ourselves the new dimension, and that is the new dimension of going home. And you can see that we're going home. So Biafrans all over the world, if you have not joined this moving trend, I will encourage you only to join. So thank you and stay tuned this evening as we come your way. Anywhere you are watching from, just try and share the program. Like and share the program. Thank you so much and stay tuned. Ndewo n'ụmụ ụmụ Chineke.
Mazi Paul, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, my minister. Thank you, lovers of freedom all over the world. Thank you, Biafrans, wherever you are watching. We say, Mechuku Kikabiama, bless you. I greet you, all my ministers in the house. I greet you, all the good works of this movement. Anybody that is participating in any way he is participating. No matter the small you do, no matter the one you consider small, is mighty to this movement, because nothing is small. In as much as you are here listening, sharing, informing others for this great movement, this great history we are making, praying for our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, giving your wishes to our Prime Minister, motivating people, you are also doing a great job, because the vineyard is many, the laborers are few. Try to be one of those who is contributing immensely to this movement, that your name will be remembered. Biafran Liberation Army need your support. They are the only protection you have as it stands now. Fulanis has come to kill and destroy, and nobody is asking them any question why they are killing you. Only you, only your participation can save you. Only your participation, only your contribution can give you hope again, you and your unborn children. For you to have life again, try to speak out and try to support this movement. We love you. We love you, our members in the house, Van Van Van, 247, Abarawa, and every other person that is not here. I greet you all. May God Almighty give us wisdom to deliver this message to mankind. Thank you.
Thank you, my ministers in the house. You just said something that just reminded us of something that PM posted earlier today. And okay, let us project this thing so that maybe we use and take laps more before we start this broadcast. Because you said the hope of every Biafran. The hope of every Biafran is on the Biafra Liberation Army. So, and it is only the Biafra Liberation Army. So when you listen to this video here, that will just go in line with what you have just said. Let's play the video first before we go on.
Watch out! Yeah, even now Nigerian police people. I better have a name for now. My uncle get kidnapped. I get there for now. And I'm going to police car by him off here. The police have one. I know you with me with the gun. I'm not going home. They made a man in Nigeria. See the police people. This is the commander. You can't enter bush. Come on, see. It's not a man. Police are here. They can't enter bush. They are here telling me they can't go anywhere. See them here. See police people, see them. All of them one by one. Come on, fist it. See them, see them. Yeah, but the police not there. They kidnap somebody from my uncle. Kidnap now. They can't go and look for my brother. They say they can't go to that bush. See them. Look them one by one. See them. Look them one by one. They can't go and get my brother. They say they don't get that bush. They are afraid. They say that they are afraid. Police people say they are afraid. Udodi.
Mazi Paul, over to you. Because now you remind us of the importance of our Biafra liberation army. Connect the dots here. Make you see what Zoo Army and police.
Yes. My Prime Minister, my Minister Barawa, and lovers of freedom, anybody that is here, that we are here doesn't mean that we have more spare time than others. It is because of consign, because Chukwu Abiyama has called us. He gave us the revelation long time ago, before Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came and they opened our eyes. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu demanded that people should become journalists of their own, because you have to tell your history yourself. Nobody is going to tell your history for you. This thing that is happening, CNN is aware of it. BBC is aware of it. Al Jazeera is aware of it. Igbo BBC in the zoo, they are the sponsors of these people that has come to be killing people. Today, you are seeing it. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has prophesied and lectured every one of us, informed each and every one of us that this thing will come. Nobody should say that it is a surprise. You can never in this life say that what you are watching now is a surprise, because since Usman Danfodio entered Nigeria, since 1804, he drew a map and he has been motivating his own people for this agenda. And they said that Nigeria is their own territory, their heritage, which you are going to watch. But in all this thing, only Biafran Liberation Army is the savior, physical savior you have. The physical savior you have, led by Biafran government in exile, which our Prime Minister is Simon Ekpa. And he says he is not coming here to fight like Ojukwu. He is not here to fight like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He has come to fight like Simon Ekpa and Joko Obatobi one. And that is why you see that Nigerian government has no power to mention Biafran Liberation Army when Biafran Liberation Army take action. When Biafran Liberation Army take action, let them write Biafran Liberation Army, because when they go on writing ESN are not defending Biafran land. ESN has been sold out. All this thing that is happening in that place is playing right in front of you. And the only savior you have is Biafran Liberation Army, Biafran government in exile. It is a government. A government, the only people you can call. All these people there, they kidnapped your father, they kidnapped your mother, they raped your sister, they butchered them. Call upon Biafran government in exile. Call upon our Prime Minister. Dedicate your case to them. Not calling the zoo Nigeria, because they are there for the job. They called those military. They have just kidnapped people now. They are calling them. You have AK-47 to go after the people they just kidnapped right now. Go there. Let us run inside the bush. The military, we are there, laughing at them, because it is a planned deal. It is a planned deal. The military are there to protect the kidnappers. Why they will kidnap you? They give you a ransom to pay. When you pay the ransom, they will use the ransom to buy more ammunition to go on kidnapping other people. How long are you going to do it? And PM made an exposition here before. He said, after you have paid the ransom, you are coming out of that place without a receipt, meaning that you will be kidnapped again. The only option left for you found yourself in Nigerian territory or as a Biafran is Biafran Liberation Army. That's why we are calling on you to come and lay your support. Pay your tithe in that place. Pay your offering to support the people whom God have sent to deliver you, to save you in a time like this. If not like this, you are gone. Malami says that Fulanis has already made a plan. They said it is either that the Biafrans will remain in exile or they will go 6 feet underground. That is exactly what is playing there. And nobody is asking them, why are you killing these people? The only people whom Chukwuka Abiyama has volunteered and they give to Biafran people is the Biafran Liberation Army. So what you are watching there is not a surprise. That is something that has been already in plan. Thank you, my minister, as we continue for the next opportunity.
Okay, thank you, Minister 555 Vision. Mr. Bam, over to you. And as you want to connect the dots, use this one, take connect the dots.
The in this state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state, and of course, in all riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Yeah, thank you, my minister. Thank you, Mazi Paul Ongbiko, and my beloved brother, elder brother Mazugo. And before I respond, I just seen the comment, somebody, Noeline, saying, please, where do I redeem my donation? Noeline, if you make a donation, you go online and pay it. Go to the website and pay it, www.ipobusa.org. You should do that by now. In case you don't know, call your rep, and they will tell you. I don't know where you are. I think you're in the UK. Where are you, Noeline? Call the rep in UK. If you don't have their number, you have my number. Call me. I'll give you the number of your rep. So you go and redeem your donation. Thank you. Now, you see the police are on the highway, and the kidnapping just took place under their nose. Under their nose. What they are interested in is the people they will collect bribe and collect money for. Nothing concerned them with kidnapping that was done, because, like you just watched the video right now that my minister just played, the armed forces, they collude. Police, is part of the armed forces. So if you think that the police don't know what they are doing, then you have been deceived. The police, they know that the kidnappers is not their own problem. As far as Nigeria is concerned, kidnapper is not their problem. The federal government is a government of kidnappers. So why will kidnappers be the problem of the armed forces? Whereby you already know that they collude. So the only people the police will go after, had it been they told them, some IPOB people just pass now with flag. They just drive past, they're going. You will see them moving. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? They will go after them. And they will not just go after them, they will shoot them. But now, kidnappers under their nose kidnap people. And why the thing is funny is that these people that are lamenting and crying, go and tell them now. Some of them there, tell them about referendum for Biafra going on. Tell them about the Biafra Liberation Army protecting and defending our land. Tell them about Butuzo and his invisible angels. They will tell you they are going against government. They need to respect Nigerian law and other. Now, the Nigerian law, you see them there now? Did they protect you? You are videoing them. You are videoing them. Hey, look at police, look at police. Did you see them hiding their face? Did you see them telling you don't video me? Because they know that your video is rubbish. Nobody is going to answer you. You are wasting your time. You're wasting your time. So everyone that already knows what is going on, that is those that are connected to the Biafra Republic government, both in the de facto and in exile, those that are submissive to the leadership of the Prime Minister. Now understand that there is a new sheriff in town. They know what is happening and they know where to cry to. They don't cry to Nigeria police. They don't cry to Nigeria government. They don't tell police they kidnap, go and help. Rather, police will tell you there is an account number where you will pay money for the terrorists to release those that were kidnapped. Police will help you to go and give them money to release the person they kidnapped. They will even negotiate with them and talk with them. So we have already created so much awareness about this. So if you are new into this and you are just getting inundated with it, please brace up and know that Biafrans, we know what we are up against and we are giving them, conflict to conflict, war to war, gun to gun. That's what we're giving them in Biafra land. The only place they will have authority to do those kind of kidnap is that place you see them, in that side of the divide. But in Biafra land, it no longer happens because we have already taken charge of our territory. We are now in charge. Thank you, my minister. I hand over the microphone.
Thank you, Wanchineke. Minister 247, over to you, please.
Womazi, thank you so much. Biafrans, well, we see what happen now. You don't need anybody to explain to you. In a situation like this, where hope no day, and the hope is not coming. That is why me I go they see ask those people that are praying for Nigeria. You cannot get anything better than what you are seeing now. In short, what you are seeing now is 100% heaven to what you are going to see after you prayed. Nigeria can never be revised. Nigeria, the oxygen where they give them air. Nigeria Nigeria is on oxygen, and that oxygen is Biafra. And the Biafra, they don't come out them for a month. The oxygen has been plucked out of Nigerian nose and mouth. So Nigeria is dying. No be say it there for brink again. Nigeria don't enter inside 6 feet and small time it go reach. So if you dey there and you still dey believe say hope there, ask yourself, all the kidnappings where you dey see, na near police, near army that happen. Police and army are protecting the Fulani terrorists or bandits instead of protecting you. Imagine say na you. Maybe you follow with your brother, they go somewhere, kidnappers, Fulani kidnappers come kidnap your brother, you escape. And you see police there, you see they look, they see the Fulani as they waka go, they never go far. They see their back. And you they beg police, I beg, may we go bring my brother. The police tell you, with the gun, no, they carry gun. They wear armed. They tell you, say, we know they go. No be say after. We know they go. That they fear. They fear those Fulani. They no one go because they fear them. So understand and ask yourself, where is your hope coming from? The Bible said, I looked upon the mountains. Behold, where will my hope come from? Your hope comes from Biafra through Mazi Simon Egba. I don't know if your hope is in Tinubu. I don't know if your hope is in Hope Uzodinma, Soludo. I don't know where you put your hope, but the truth be said, if the police that are meant to save you cannot save you, this is not the first time. If you remember during the election, Chioma Chukwuka that runs mouth today, I see him for APC, they do Nigeria fine. You don't forget yesterday. Chioma Chukwuka went to vote and somebody threatened her. She run to police and police ask her, that one, if they keep people low, no go close again. And the Chioma Chukwuka get mouth to come talk her for social media. The following day, she still they go to Nigeria. Ndị be anyị si na ijiji ntishiri ọ na-eso ozu ana. They believe that their life, their future, everything is in Nigeria. It's not in Nigeria. Even that guy now that is crying, police, come and help me. Maybe if you ask him now, do you know Simon Ekpa? He go say that criminal in Finland, but it don't happen. The same thing that made you call Simon a criminal has happened to you. The same Nigeria that made you call Simon a criminal, that made you say Lieutenant Dekalo rot there, it has happened to you. And don't think it ends there. It doesn't end there. It will continue to happen unless somebody put a stop. And the stop is Biafra. This is not the first time. We saw the other time, the other way, in Middle Belt, Funani were there, military were there, just about one pole away. When Funani stopped a bus of those going for traditional wedding and massacred all of them before the military did nothing. They even videoed it and videoed the military watching them because they have been told, these people, they are untouchable. This your gun. The day you raise it on them, you are gone. And somebody is there thinking that Biafra is their problem. No, keep fighting against your own freedom. Keep fighting against your freedom. But one thing I want to tell everybody is either you are in or you are out. You don't go fit put two legs like this. Now only one. If this your two legs, you go put on one place. Biafra go come with you or without you, with me or without me. Biafra no know who be who. The only thing Biafra recognizes who is willing and who is obedient. Those that are still waiting, hoping. You see those people you see, they go carry police with it. One day, Funani go jam you. You go tell police to shoot. Police go tell you, no, I say make we no shoot Funani. Funani go carry you like a cat. They go carry you like cats. You no get salvation anywhere. No hope, no salvation. The only salvation, the only freedom, the only life you have is Biafra. If you like, no come. If you like, the fight against Biafra. But a time will come when you will need Biafra. But make sure you pray that it doesn't get too late. Mazindewo.
Thank you, my ministers in the house. You know, when you look at the video, it's very, very touching. You see people that are in disarray, people that are in trouble, hoping and thinking that they have a security that is supposed to protect them and to put their interest at heart. But what they misunderstood and refused to accept is that we have been telling them that the zoo is gone. The over 313 Fulani terrorists ISWAP ISIS that were released, that were swapped for the 132 children that were released, which they kidnapped. They kidnapped over 600 and something. They now released 313. So more are still in custody because that is not the only one that was kidnapped. They kidnapped plenty of people. So when they release these people, where are they? When you hear that 90,000 Boko Haram terrorists ISWAP have been reintegrated into the police, the army, the air force, the navy, and everything that answers one Nigeria, where do you think they are going to? When you hear that in Niger State, that they have the highest population of the Fulani jihadist terrorists, what do you think they are doing? In Niger State, they have a toll gate that they are collecting taxes. In Borno, over 8 local governments, they are in charge. The government of Nigeria does not penetrate since 2014. They are the ones doing everything. They put their own law, they implement everything, they collect taxes from the people, and they do whatever they want to do. You will not see the journalists go and talk about it or cry over it. No, everybody will keep mute. When it comes to the Biafran people, they want to nail them on every media platform. Go to every media platforms now. What is trending is Biafra, IPOB, Biafra, IPOB, Simon Ekpa everywhere. But you cannot hear them discussing in-depthly about the Fulani jihadist terrorists of what they are doing and what they are planning to come to do. No, you will not hear that one. So when they told them, oh, they kidnap our brother, enter the bush. What do you want them to enter bush to go and catch? You want them to enter bush to go and catch their fellow or gakpata that they are working together? They're not going to enter bush to go catch them because they are working in one accord. Those ones that are in the bush doing the kidnapping, they are part of them. They just divided them into divisions and segments. So they have the division that have to be in the bush to do the full soldier work of the conquest agenda, the jihad, which they have to be striking. Then you now have this other one in uniform in the town that has to come and cover them up. That is why Danjuma said they collude, they cover them up, they eat them, they lead them, they aid them and abet them, they shield them. While the masses are massacred on a daily basis, these people, what they do is that they put them all together to make it more. So Biafran people, you now understand when our minister, Bafra Vision, said that the only hope of the Biafran people is the Biafran Liberation Army. You now understand where he was coming from. That video I've explained everything to you, and you should get it very clear. Because the only hope and the only security that you have is the Biafran Liberation Army. No other thing that can save you. If two terrorists stand and you divide some, put for back, put some for front, put some for middle, you say, make this one go catch the other one. You don't go catch them. No, you don't go catch them. So terrorists will not go and catch terrorists. They will only protect them and kill them. You saw how they were enjoying it. Like my minister Bam said, they were not afraid to show their faces on the camera. While you were shouting and shouting and shouting and saying, hey, see, they cannot go and catch the terrorists. They are here. Look at them. They are very proud. They were showing their faces on the camera proudly so that you will see their faces well. Because they all came from the same place. They know that their brothers are the ones inside the bush doing the kidnapping. So they know how they will go and balance the equation later. So, Biafran people, brazen up and support your liberation because this is the only way out. Now, in the same vein, before we go to the next thing that is on the show, in the same vein, there is another update that our Prime Minister just brought up again. Let us project that one again before we go to other things. Because this one goes in line. So we have to connect all the dots so that you see them all.
The suicide bombers are said the response would be. Finland-based Biafra agitator, right, Simon Ekpa, says he is planning his defense against 2 suicide bombers allegedly sent to neutralize him in the European country. Ekpa, who claimed the suicide bombers are sent by the federal government of Nigeria, said he escaped the same situation last year. He insisted that Biafra declaration will be on the 2nd of December 2024. The Biafra agitator submitted that no amount of threat will stop it. However, Ekpa acknowledged his fighters' decision to resort to what they described as a spiritual battle against the federal government of Nigeria. Ekpa's fighters had in 2 separate videos vowed to start a spiritual warfare for Biafra's independence after attacks on security personnel. Now, there was a video that showed the moment they entered the forest with live chickens, and it trended online last week Wednesday. He's actually saying, according to him, that there will continue to be a liberation for Biafra. And a few days ago, Tiger, who is known as a notorious member and fighter of IPOB, resurfaced in a video showing the moment he attacked men of the Nigerian army on the order of Simon Ekpa. Barrister Darlington, do you think Simon Ekpa is on the right path with most of these proclamations he's making?
Answer. Do you know that the federal government is the cause of this agitation in the southeast?
Kindly explain.
The federal government is the problem of the southeast and nothing else. Answer. Imagine if the federal government, even if had 4 these people come, what is your problem? You saw how this federal government has been pampering terrorists in the north. And if you are going to find me and ask them, what is your problem? You refuse. That you deploy army. You deploy army to go and kill all of them. And you think they will not soften up. No, they will not do. The federal government is the problem in the country. I'm saying it here now. If they can call other people for a roundtable discussion, even pamper them, give them what they want. Why can't you call them who are self-determination group? You make them feel unwanted Nigeria. That's why they want to leave. The federal government of Nigeria has marginalized the southeast for a long time. That is why these boys are risen up. And they are not even making effort to say, okay, come, let us talk. How can you solve the problem like that? How?
But Barrister Darlington, a lot of critics say that Simon Ekpa is not helping the situation, especially for young boys who are residing in the southeast. A couple of them who are not going to school, who are literally redundant at home, are being brainwashed into joining this movement. And of course, we've been seeing videos recently of the Nigerian army flushing out most of the enclaves where they think some IPOB insurgents, actually residing. We even saw pictures of shallow graves where they were able to dig out bodies of dead persons who were kidnapped along the road. So the question now, Barrister Darlington, is this. In regards to the situation with Simon Ekpa, do you think that most of the statements he's making and causing confusion supposedly is what is distorting the peace in the southeast and maybe making those young boys feel that joining this particular group is the only alternative they have to properly exist? What do you think?
It is the attitude of the federal government. They don't have any regard for the southeast. They only go there to make speeches during the election. Answer. They have not recognized the Igbo man since after the war. That is what is causing this for the nonsense. Look at how the card is being treated. All people who have done war since in Nigeria, look at how they were treated. Now look at it, just suppose you can see whether it is fair. These are the things that are causing problem in the southeast. If you are treated unfairly in your father's house, will you be happy? Tell me. Go and check all these other regions. How many of them have contributed more than the Igbos in Nigeria? How many of them? All these other regions. You know what the parties are contributing in Nigeria. Yes, whenever anything has to do with them, the federal government just feel nonchalant. Why have not kept him at the Kano inside prison for this long? This young man has said, leave me, let me go and stop what is going on there. They refuse. They refuse. But you saw how many people they have released in the for what?
They've released and reintegrated.
Why can't they release him at the Kano? The man that told them that if they free him today, everything in the service concerning security will stop. Yet the government doesn't want to listen. But you saw how they crowned the terrorists in Zapara. They crowned him. They found him in Zamfara. Government officials went there after. And you are telling me that they should be happy in the Southeast. What for? Tell me what for? What did they not become to do or say that they have not done what in the North? Mention it. So whatever is going on in the Southeast, the federal government should be held responsible. They are the ones fueling insecurity in the Southeast. And why should they deploy military and everybody there to be killing our young men? Meanwhile, in the North, there, look at what is going on. And when they arrest them, they integrate them into the society. They will pamper them. Even the terrorists are protesting that the food they get them is not up to standard. And meanwhile, a self-determination group, you let them. You are not talking to them. You deploy army. How do you think you are going to solve the problem through that means?
Well, Barrister, is it possible, according to Simon Ekpa's allegation, that they sent suicide bombers to him all the way at Finland? That they sent suicide bombers? Is that a reality that the federal government can actually take upon themselves at this time, where most of the resources in terms of having to awaken the Nigerian economy is what is needed? Will the federal government go to that length for one individual?
I don't know what is. Enter. Is it God that is me blackout the Southeast? They have done what is just that they don't want the press to report what is going on there. They don't want the press to report it, especially in Imo State, where Hope Uzodinma is the governor. I don't know whether Hope Uzodinma is presiding over the graveyard of Imo people, or is presiding over the living people of Imo State. Go and see what is going on there. So they have done one thing, it's just that in time to come, the United Nations will probe what has been going on in the Southeast, especially in Imo State. They will probe it. Whether they like it or not, the ICC are taking note. At the end of the day, they will tell us what Kidnapping Report or any other person in the Southeast have done against the federal government. They will tell us. Look at people who have killed an entire village in the North. Here is an entire village. They even occupy people's homeland. They are giving up. The federal government is aware of these people. They are aware that some people, we don't know where they came from. They are occupying villages in Benue and the places. The federal government did not see anything wrong with that. They did not. They did not. But once somebody pass with the Southeast, they will catch up. Is that how to run a government?
Barrister Darlington, finally, before I let you go, all right? The Catholic Bishop of Kuka, he has described Nigeria's past and present leaders.
Okay, yes. You know, Biafran people and some of the lawyers and barristers of the Biafran extract, they are waking up and they are firing the cylinders the way it should be. So when you listen to this one now, you see that the man did a very good work. The same way the other retired policeman, Eze Hillary, answered the other one on TV News the other day that told him, EPA is not a terrorist. IPOB is not a terrorist group. We know the real terrorists. And Simon Ekpa, being a Biafran agitator who is fighting for freedom, his name shouldn't be included amongst the names of terrorists, because we in one Nigeria, we know all those that are the real terrorists, which they are negotiating every day. While that man was speaking, they cut him off the line. So my ministers in the house, they gonna put Maggie and Pepe for this stuff before we go. Mama, over to you.
This is very interesting. You know, these narratives are getting very, very interesting and exciting. You know, the person on the call was a barrister. Am I right? Is that a barrister? Somebody that was a legal. Yeah, correct.
Yes, it's a legal practitioner that was speaking.
Wow,
yes.
wow. And you see the way the guy was talking. You know, truth comes with fire. The fire of truth from this particular barrister, it was burning the ears of the lady. If you notice it, she was adjusting her speaker because the truth was burning like fire. The thing was explosive.
For now, my own get kidnapped. Get for now. And I'm the police got him off here. The police have well. I know you with me with the gun. Whatever with them, I'm not going to make a man in Nigeria. See the police people sham. It is the commander. You can't have bush. Come on, see. It's not a man who never get for now. Police are here.
Okay, all right. Those are police people on the street. Fine. So this lady, she was trying everything possible to tell this caller that, look, you know, Simon Ekpa, you know, the people in the southeast, jobless, and instead of going to school, they are joining this. Who is this lady? I don't even know who this lady is.
No, she is a brown envelope journalist, Esther.
Okay, that's her name, Esther.
Brown envelope journalist.
Ah, Brown Esther.
Brown envelope, brown envelope.
Brown envelope Esther. You see, and she was displaying the characteristics of brown envelope. Complete. Now, this is somebody, all the news, and this guy that was answering her was pointing her to the epicenter of evil and wickedness, pointing her to the major centers where terrorism is going on, telling her that evil terrorists receive chieftaincy title, honorable title in a society. They are given accolade and celebrated, telling her she did not make any comment about that. Not even one comment. She kept talking Simon Ekpa, the one that actually hit her. This her coconut envelope head is where she's telling the man that, is it possible? Can the federal government really send terrorists after Simon Ekpa? The guy tell him, say, have they not done worse? Have they not done worse? Sending terrorists after Simon Ekpa is a child's play compared to what they have done. And you know the beauty of it all? They can never debunk any of these very justifiable questions that come to them. I'm telling you. So it is so beautiful that we, Biafrans, we are taking the bull by the horn. That is why everything our Prime Minister is doing, he is playing by the international justice books of the law in the whole world. Nobody. When you see Mazin Namdekano in their court telling them, look, in this very court, this court here, I will defeat them. He said the whole world will see it. He said, where is the treasonable felony? Where is it? Is it not gone? He said, this same terrorism charge, I will decipher them in their court, and the whole world will see it. Look at them, look at her. These people are so shameless. All the things that this guy pointed out, very hideous crimes going on in the zoo. This brown envelope Esther did not even point it out at all. She was not concerned. Her only interest is, let us talk about Simon Ekpa. Let us destroy Simon Ekpa. He said the shallow grave and all that. That all these things she said are just mere allegations without any proof. But there are evidences to what the man that she's talking to is actually pointing out, and she doesn't want to go to that area because they have been defeated, and they have been defeated hands down. Thank you very much, my comrades. I yield the mic here.
Thank you, Wachineke. Mazi 247, over to you, please.
Well, the barrister has done justice to everything. Okay, the barrister do everything. He just analyze everything the way they should be. And if you go fit do and make a picture small, make it no big like that. Make a picture small, make a picture no big, because she never reach. She na radio presenter she be. Yeah, she's a radio presenter in Rufai studio. That is Rufai Oseni studio. So I saw this video today, but due to time, I did not listen to all of them. But thank God somebody edited it, and now we have it here. So if you listen to the man, number one, I am happy that at least some people could not come out like me and you, but they are speaking up. If every Biafran will be speaking up like this, and the world will be listening to them like this, I tell you the truth, that thing where they hide for night, now for broad daylight they go come open them themselves with their hands. That's the truth. Because the problem where we get, we say we know say we get problem, but they pretend to say nothing that happen. Nothing that happen. The thing go they kill you they pretend say you know that happen. You see what the man said? That's from the analyzation of the what the man was telling the girl. The girl, everything, there is nothing Nigeria has not done, and there is nothing they cannot do. There is nothing Nigeria cannot do that can go to devil's bedroom to get whatever as long as it can be done, as long as money is answerable to that, they will do it. So then when you hear that they are sending, or they have already sent to film, it doesn't matter, let them send. This is not the first time. You remember they sent before, when they uselessly went there last 2 years or last year summer. So we know the God we will get. We know who we are. When they go, they will not survive. They will not succeed. They not be say you want go be. Now when you go rich. You remember that our Prime Minister also again, Simon because he pichanya kuzio no. If you look at what is happening now, the man has explained everything. One man in the north, that Dogo Gide now, one man in the north, in a day, killed 18 soldiers. Only one man, no, only one man, 18 soldiers just in few hours. Nothing was done. No village was the military did not go for revenge. Only that same man brought down so many military fighter jets. Nothing that happened. Only that man is a traditional ruler. Only that man, they give contract to Chinese. But if Bam say Biafra, look for him, kill him, cut his head. If 247 want talk, block him out, who tell him make it. And the worst part of all this is that they are using our own family to fight us. But the truth is that, like I used to say, if you like, make yourself an instrument in the hands of the useless people. You will become useless just like them. With or without you, Biafra will come. But when Biafra come, will you be among those that will cry, oh, see what I have done to myself? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Because this Biafra, when you see things happening like this, every obstacle, they bring hurdles. This one first, that means it is working. What we are doing, it is working. I'm telling you the truth. And nothing, they cannot stop this Biafra. We don't even need their roundtable talk again. The time has passed. All we want is freedom. We want to go. The only roundtable talk is, how do you want to separate? Do you want to help us to pay the bills? Because we now owe too much for Chinese people hand. So that is the kind of roundtable, not a restructure. You cannot restructure that man where don't die in bones scatter. Can you make him, bring him back to life? No. It is not possible. So it don't rot, they don't bury them, it don't rot. The bones are scattered. You can't get even complete bones again. So what you want instruction? What be that? What do you want to restructure? Nothing. Biafra. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, my minister. Something where no get structure. What do you want on restructure? What do you want the package to come to restructure? When you say it no even get structure at all. In there like Amoeba. Amoeba, when you carry Amoeba go fall, go this side. Fall go this side. It will just lay like shit. My minister, 555 vision. Over to you.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. You know, if it is me, I would say you should put that picture back, you know, because a picture speaks more than 1,000 words. You know, my
Okay,
minister,
247. Make I put a picture only for that write-up where they put
my
there.
minister
So that they could
247.
see the write-up.
Yes, it's like good like this. My minister 247 said something before. He said, "Where will your help come from? Where will your help come from?" And when you check this, Mazen Namdekano said, go and understand very, very well. Before Mazen Namdekano leaving, he says, these people are brown envelope journalists. And one of our brother here, Nwere Biafra TV, says, cash and the report journalist. Look at them. Just look at them. You will understand exactly what is really going on. That the Biafrans, we are telling you that we ask, where will your help come from? Then, understanding the scripture very, very well. This woman, Esther, brand envelope cash and carry journalist, tell her and let her know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu created the radio where he educated the Biafrans before going to lead in front. This woman without hair says, is it possible for a whole nation like Nigeria to sponsor suicide bomber to Finland? Anybody who is watching, send this message to this cash and carry, cash and the report journalist, the brand envelope, that the Nigerian government has placed bounty on PM. Nigerian government has placed $500 million bounty. They place black check bounty, and they have been sponsoring people to Finland for a very long time, even before Helsinki Declaration. And this person, Esther, brand envelope journalist, look at them. All these people that used to go up and down wherever they see, they will sleep and they carry one paper and begin come and read. This person didn't hear that Shetima says that they will make the life of Igbo people uncomfortable in Lagos. This person, Esther, didn't hear that in Abuja today, they are burning people's market. This person, Esther, brand envelope journalist, never knew that all the plan of Usman Danfodio, Fulanese, all they are doing is just to conquer her, and she will claim to become Igbo person. These are the kind of people Fulanese pregnanted their mother and gave birth to them in in Biafra land. These are the kind of people she is asking. She is trying to convince the barrister. The barrister now is teaching her job. telling her now that what Simon Ekpa is doing, even in Nnamdi Kanu, has not even gotten justice. And she claimed she is representing. Look at how she look like. That's why I say you should put it so that when we are talking, people will know whom we are talking to. People will know whom we are talking to. Do you think that this person, she is receiving minimum wage of 30,000 naira, 50,000 naira? That is why they will write this kind of jargon and they give to her to come and read. She was thinking that when she called this barrister to come and report, the barrister will dance on her tone. Because I say we should put her picture here because you bring out something, you show it to the dog, that the dog will know you are not talking rubbish. This girl never knew that they have been kidnapping people in the Eastern Zone. They have been raping people because she has never followed the victim. Because of brand envelope she received, that's why she is trying to change the narrative in this place. But let her know that we all are journalists. We know our right. From diaspora, we will bring Biafra, and through internet, we will deliver the message down to our people for them to know what to do. Look at them, frustrated people, frustrated human being in this very life. Look at them, brand envelope journalists, cash and the report journalists, trying to change the narrative when you know that the Fulanis have surrendered everywhere, killing and raping every other person because you have not fallen their victim. Or maybe she is giving them for them to give them paper to go and read. And you think we all will stay here and keep quiet because they give you a microphone to speak inside the FM. You understand? Imagine this kind of people. How long will this thing happen? But Biafrans, what you people must know is, where will your help come from? The only help you have today, in as much as we have torn around this universe, and we found out there is no other help. United Nations is not coming to help you. European Union is not coming to help you. They all are the blood-sucking demons. Your help will only come from Simon Ekpa, Biafran Liberation Army. Government in exile. That is the only way place your help will come from. Not this envelope people, but brand envelope journalists that will come here and begin to talk trash. I will send our thanks to that barrister whom she was trying to deceive. Thank you, my comrades. Thank you.
Thank you, my ministers. And to cap up this very segment before we go to the next agenda, this is how we address these people going forward.
If you want to be noticed today in Nigeria, call yourself one thing. You can give yourself even Ibozume when we're doing Ibozume. Take one name now. Just write Simon Ekpa. You drag Simon Ekpa to Washington. You drag Simon Ekpa. Man, it may appear. If you want to advertise your organization and you have been trying, and nobody is listening to you, if you want your organization to be published on Nigerian newspaper, write that Simon Ekpa, that you are taking Simon Ekpa to the highest court in the world. Man, you are going to appear in Vanguard. Just send it to Vanguard. If you want to be noticed today in Nigeria, call yourself one thing. You can give yourself even Ibozume when we're doing Ibozume. Take one name now. Just write Simon Ekpa. You drag Simon Ekpa to Washington. You drag Simon Ekpa. Man, it may appear. If you want to advertise your organization and you have been trying, and nobody is listening to you, if you want your organization to be published on Nigerian newspaper, write that Simon Ekpa, that you are taking Simon Ekpa to the highest court in the world. Man, you are going to appear in Vanguard. Just send it to Vanguard.
Yes, as simple as that. If
these people don't know how prepared. They don't know how prepared we are. They don't just know. Don't know.
If they did not put Simon Ekpa as the topic of that show, it will not garner all the audience.
Excuse.
Is defense of Biafra. Yes, my minister, go on.
My minister, excuse. Please send this message to all these brand envelope journalists. Tell them that after they have recruited 500,000 dogs that has barked, that this media here defeated all of them. We use those 500,000 dogs they recruited to learn. Now we know the game, we know how to play the game, and this propaganda, we are champion in how to quench their fire. Look at the kind of people that want to come and stand in front of vam vam vam. Vam 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 are dog pieces. Who go 247 amụọrọ gị anya. In our na ego complete. What is it? Do you people just know the kind of people you are coming to face? And your dog pieces in this place. Tell them that we have destroyed 500,000 recruited dogs. And today we are in exile. We are the government. And today, Biafran Liberation Army is guiding everywhere. Tell them how many are them. So let us go.
Thank you, Mazipo, for reminding us of that 500 and something thousand years.
Tell Esther, she will score Esther. Tell her we destroyed 500, half a million.
Where are those ERATs that were recruited before the election of 2023?
Imagine. Maybe all these people, they've been sleeping when we are.
They has gone where the other has gone now. Where are the one babies that they tied and walk out with on the streets of Italy? All of them are gone. They are inside the box of One Nigeria. One Nigeria has boxed all of them, and somebody has dehumanized all of them.
Masigo, you know the one funny thing? They actually came out and told everybody that they have not been fighting Nigeria government, that they have not been facing our enemies, that they should tell themselves the truth. They said it. And the truth is that after they said that, did they ever change their course to begin to fight for freedom? No. They still continue to fight They still continue to fight Simon Ekpa. They said it. If they said it live and direct, you people know that we are no longer fighting Nigeria. They said that they are no longer the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria does not care about them anymore. So, which is to say, they already know that the people that Nigeria are concerned about is Simon Ekpa. That is why you see in the media, anytime Simon Ekpa name is mentioned, like our Prime Minister is saying it, they take it serious. The journalists will want to focus on it. Journalists focus on Simon Ekpa, Guardian newspaper, Vanguard, all of them, including IPOB Nigeria, all of them focus on Simon Ekpa. All.
Without Simon Ekpa, they will not have anything to say now.
They should know. They should know that before we join this struggle, we let them know that the bees and the ants of the earth will join this struggle. And even the DOMs will begin to speak. You see the kind of interview, since that time they put our Prime Minister as a terrorist. The bees, the DOMs are talking. The bees are fighting everywhere now. The ants are fighting because we are the children of God. God ordained, and he said, I will put my word in your mouth. Go and speak. When you speak, he will put it into manifestation. Did we see the face of the barrister? These are the things we titled before, Voice of the Angels. We have made a lot of programs here before where we tag Voice of the Angels. We don't see, these are angels talking. So Biafra is a spirit. Biafra is a spirit fighting for itself. You go to Bible, you hear when Israel was suffering what we are suffering today. God says, whom can I send to go and speak for my people? Mazen Namdekano say, oh God, send me. 247 say, oh God, send me. Vam 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 say, oh God, send me. Akbarawa say, oh God, send me. Government in exile say, oh God, send me. Somebody asked our prime minister when he visited Nordic yesterday. He said, do you need another thing? Is there another thing you need for Biafra to come? Their prime minister said he don't need any other thing. Only that 100 men, which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu demanded from God Almighty, is enough to bring Biafra. And those 100 men are here. You understand? These are bodies, different bodies, branches of people, branches of activities, branches. So let them know that we are not afraid because Chukwukika Abiyama sent us to what we are doing. This what we are doing is not carnal. This is spiritual. Let them know this.
Thank you, Wanchineke. Thank you. Backward. Okay, let us go into opening the eyes of some Fulani people. Then at the end of the day, we will now cap up with the propaganda leaflet that they now left in Biafra land, telling us that we, as IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, we should not be IPOB again. That we should rather come and be Fulani in our own land. Oh. Hey, okay, Masugo, please project the video of Gumi, where he said that all the Fulani terrorists are coming all over from the world to come and join forces with the ones in Nigeria to fight the jihad.
Please, can I ask for something? If I want to finish somebody, I finish that person completely. Tag that idiot here, that journalist. Let the whole world finish that person. Because we the do with the show. Let the whole world finish that. Let just put her in one corner. We will use that person to make program until we finish. And she
Okay,
will watch it and know that her own father and mother has been raped.
You want that on the screen?
Tear this. And yeah, why you tear don't you
give her one just other join us, make she do one corner.
Yeah, then she will understand.
They are, yes, they are physical, everything they are Fulani. Of Nigerian extraction. Right.
May she join us. May she join us.
They are, yes, they are physical, everything they are Fulani. Of Nigerian extraction. Oh, you know they are Nigerians, no doubt about that. They are Nigerians. Yes, in fact, some of them have parents in the town. So why, for those who say some of these criminal elements are non-Nigerians who move through the ECOWAS territory yes, into Nigeria, is that true? What happened is, you see, I said now we are having an ethnic war. The Fulani nomadic feels his existence is threatened. So what they do is, when they have the war, they call other Fulani from other countries, irrespective of where they are. Fulani is Fulani. They go to defend their kinsmen. Then this one goes back to Sroga. So that's why they what do you call it? They transit the borders just for an operation and go back. And if there is calm and there's peace, you will not see this kind of incursion of foreign elements into the nation. And that's why it's very important. The government is very proactive in this issue. Let's go in, let's educate them, let's register them, let us do what we do to others.
Yes, thank you so much. The video has been played and we have gotten the message from there, so we will add some pepper to that. And 247, you can also play the other one. That one of the Niger State at the highest population of the Fulani is from Niger State because they all go together in the same band.
That's all the House of Representatives. To also thank Mr. President for his support, and we need a lot of collaboration with both the local communities, the presidency, and even the state. We are looking at two options. First is non-kinetic. As a government, we have put in machineries to start talking to the bandits, the other elements that are not in tandem with living peacefully. So as a government, we've created a Ministry of Nomadic and Pastoral Affairs to look at the issues of the Fulani headsmen. You need to understand that Niger State has the largest congregation in the world of Fulani headsmen. Niger State has 8.3 million hectares of land with bodies of water. The pastoral environment is very good for grazing. A lot of Fulani across the world, not just Africa, converge in Niger State. So we don't want them to leave. So we don't want any major military activities. We want to talk to them. But if we don't get to that level, then probably we have to go fully military.
Yes, thank you, Mwachineke. The message has been delivered there, and it is very, very clear. So, on this very note, I will give the mic to Pastor Bam 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 to put more light and explain something to the Biafran people. Gumi said something that all the Fulani terrorists in all over the world, that they are coming to defend their jihad. Then the other man, in Niger State, that is where they have the highest numbers of them. Then he said another thing, that they have created a ministry for them. So while Fulani terrorists and their leaders are creating ministries with money that is generated in Biafra land and sent to them, they use it to create ministry and pay them. On top of that, they are still keep sending them to school, giving them good health, send them to America to go and school and Qatar. Yes, they have ministry. But our own Igbo and Fulefu governors are digging the graves of Biafrans. Over to you, my minister, please.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I wish I know the surname of this Esther. I wish I know her full complete names. So I want to be addressing her. We're using her as a point of contact to reach other journalists, brown envelope journalists in the zoo. Now, Gumi on national TV admits that the Fulani are involved in ethnic war. I don't know if Biafrans are listening, or if these journalists, Esther and her cohorts, brown envelope journalists, are actually listening. I know they are listening, but they are so mammon infested. They have loved mammon so much instead of the lives of people that are perishing in the zoo. Somebody on open TV told you that the Fulani are in ethnic war. Now, are the Igbo people in ethnic war? No. Are Yoruba people in ethnic war? No. Are Hausa people in ethnic war? No. Fulani are in ethnic war. Ethnic war means that one ethnic group is fighting other ethnic group, isn't it? Now, the last time we checked, there is no other ethnic group in that contraption that is fighting any other person. But Fulani have already admitted that they are in ethnic war. Against who? Against other ethnic group in that contraption. And that doesn't trouble these people. That doesn't disturb them. Now, the governor of Niger State comes out, he's telling you, they know, they do not deny, They are not even protecting the criminals. They know that it is Fulani people that committed the crime, that the blood they are talking about is on their hands. They know. But what they are saying, that they are pleading for leniency because there are so many Fulani. We have many land. Let us not bring army to fight them. But the question is, the crime committed, who committed it? Is it not Fulani? Do they deny it? No. These wicked, senseless, brown envelope journalists, do they deny that it is not Fulani that is committing the crime? The ethnic war, Esther, they say, okay, Esther Nwachukwu is her name. And can you even believe that the people they actually use are Biafrans against fellow Biafrans? Esther Nwachukwu, did you not listen to Gumi? Did you not listen to the governor? Gumi said that Fulani is in ethnic war. Ethnic war against your own tribe. Ethnic war against Yoruba. Ethnic war against the Arawa. Nobody is fighting them. And the truth is that they are not from Arawa. They are not from Yoruba land. They are not from Biafra land. Where are they from? From Futajalon. Nigeria is not their indigenous land. But they come there and they are bringing ethnic war. And you are here talking about a man that is defending his people against the Fulani that have brought ethnic war to his own people. And you know that the army general, what is that his name? The one who played this video that said that they collude. What is that his name again? The army general. Danjuma. You know that Danjuma, who is a senior military officer, retired, respected in the zoo, have said that they collude with these terrorists. The army, they collude. All you can do is to bring your smelly gutter mouth to say, Samonekpa. You see that? Who is fighting against Fulani? Who started war against them? Nobody. They are coming to fight people with AK-47, with sophisticated weapons. And their governors are saying, don't touch them. We will use small to talk to them. But when they buy people, and the people want to fight back, you are telling people, why are you fighting back? Chineke. Not be me go finish the talk, because not be only me get mouth. I hand over to my fellow comrade.
Okay. Ugo 247. I will collect the talk. I no finish. I'm like one of them talker, because not be only you get bad, so you go see.
Well, I think we have come along with all these videos. I don't like this girl well na put here. I no go lie you. I don't know as soon I go carry and put or the woman who how na go carry and go they give them all this face. I don't know what she did do here. No,
247. The only reason we are putting her here that this headline with the federal government sent suicide bomber in search of cyber,
okay.
So that people will see it. And that's what they are championing.
Right. Now I understand. Okay. It is clear. If you remember when our leader, Mazen Nandekano, was saying, they are coming. They are coming. They are coming. Everybody was nobody want to mind him. Everybody were busy. Those collecting money for container were collecting money for container. Those doing the other one. And now they don't come finish. They don't converge for Niger State. And they go shake the map where they call Nigeria. You go see say Niger State there for center. So that it go there easy for them to go operation anyway. For Niger State, you know say go there for Niger State. And I don't know that one. For Niger State, China, they load containers or trailers come out from Niger State. Nobody know what thing that they carry come out. And for the same Niger State, the one of the leader of the terrorists, whether they call Dogogide, that Nigeria tell you say they don't kill. Why the man there alive? In the sign contract for Chinese company to go and mine. Nobody have told anybody what they are mining there till now. And Nigeria is cool. Nobody is discussing that. But to go to Delta to collect your oil, they have to wipe out the whole community. Even, do you know that till now that we are talking, people of Okwam are still inside the bushes. Because somebody want to take what belong to them. They are going to, because he said, you know, the truth is that this is ethnic war. What ethnic war? Which ethnic war? Ethnic was supposed to be that as Enugu is there, you see Anambra there, they are close. How somebody waiting for far north, Bronu, Potiskum, go come for Benue State because they fight ethnic war. Ethnic war supposed to be you they fight for boundaries. Ethnic war. The only thing is that Gumi know that when he tells you that this is ethnic cleansing, you will know, you will say this one, naive. So he have to tell you it's ethnic war. So you have to use your brain, know that this is ethnic cleansing. Make I drop up here.
Thank you once again. Mazi Paul, over to you, please.
Yeah, thank you, my ministers. Thank you. Biafrans, there is a reason we demanded that her picture should be put in this place. And I am also pleading to our government, whenever all these brand envelope journalists do something, we have to place them. The way we finished those eras will be different because we can't fight with the same ideology, with the same system. We have a lot of ways to fight. Whenever all these red envelopes come up, we put them here so that when our people says that ana-ele nwanya n'iru tupu agụọ ya afa. Today now, the whole world have known her name. And some of our person here now said, Chukwuemeka said, her name from today will be Esther Nwekwensu, Fulani daughter. You know, this person, we have to tarnish anybody, any of these people that come from this zoo to come and challenge God-ordained journalists. We will bring her image and destroy it here because we are fighting for Nnamdi Kanu. We are fighting for Biafra. We are the soldiers of Simon Ekpa. And that is why we have to put it here. And for this reason, Esther Nwekwensu, Esther Nwachukwu, did you know that Gowon denied Aburi Accord written by Ojukwu? Gowon denied this thing. Esther, barrister told you in that place that Nnamdi Kanu has been denied justice. Esther, you know that Nigeria the most mineral resources in all over the world. But when you went to school, you were on strike. This Esther must have lived this place they called Face Me, I Face You house. Going to school with a generator and reading with a lantern. And she couldn't understand this thing. These are the people, when they take light, they will say, oh God, they will begin to pray for light to come. When light comes, they will begin to praise God, knowing that the Fulanese took away electricity. This kind people knows that from where she is now down to their village, there is no road going there. No road going there. And this is what Simon Eber is fighting for. But this woman, Esther, want to turn the head of a barrister to speak against our prime minister and the government in exile, who is fighting for her father and her mother that never ever enjoy electricity and the running water. And because she can collect red envelope and take microphone and put inside her mouth, she think we can stay here and keep quiet. Let them know that we will bring Biafra from diaspora, and through internet we will tell our people the simple truth, what they should know. We are not insulting her, you know. We are not insulting her. We are teaching her what she should know. She should learn how to speak on behalf and on the benefit of her own people. Gumi is there telling you that the Fulanese has come because they feel threatened, and they are using her to pass a negative information that will go against her own people. She took brown envelope to do such a dirty job. So as you know, boy, as we say, no, we cannot finish the talk on our own. Let her know that many people has gone to Finland, they didn't return with the suicide bomb. Suicide bomb, they are sponsoring two people. PM told them now, before Helsinki Declaration, they have sent people. They didn't come back. Let them go. Let she go and make some inquiries before she can take some news and read to public. Because we are here to debunk anything that is coming from the zoo again. Thank you, my ministers.
Thank you, my ministers, for those elaborate submission on this very topic. So, Biafrans should understand one thing. More Fulanis are coming together during the time of presidential campaign. That was in 2022 in November thereabout. Over 16 countries of Africa that are predominantly Fulani extract. They came to Abuja and they were having meeting, and they call it conference. It is in that meeting that they were planning of what they will be doing now. After then, they came and told you the Muslim ticket. So everything that is happening now, the conquest agenda, the kidnapping, the cutting of heads, the taking of babies, women and children and everything, embezzling, entering everywhere, destroying everything, it is what the outcome of that meeting that was happening. While this meeting was going on, all of you were busy dabbling into presidential election, OB 2023, Article 2023. But Fulani terrorists diverted some of you into the elections. Then they also diverted another set of people back into their conference room. And they were doing the planning. And it is Senator Shehu Sani that was the leader of that conference. While people were busy in election, there was a well-planned meeting that was going on, and then they worked for it, and it actually played out. The fruit of what they did that day is what is happening, where they are kidnapping and cutting people's head off every day. So, join your hands in what we are doing and come and contribute. It is not time to push away or to neglect. It is time for you to embrace. 1 minute, please. So, the Biafran government is the only way out for all of us. So, as the Fulanis are coming together, Gumi told you they are all coming to join forces so that the war will be very easy for them. But we can assure you that as they are coming, as they want to enter Biafra land, we will be cutting them off on the way before they even land. So they should be writing their dead wishes and will to their families, because we don't spare cancer that is coming into Biafra land. We cut them off. So we thank Biafran people. We have just one other item on the agenda. Then we open the line for Biafrans to call in so that they can air their views. And that last item on the agenda is, yeah, we are rounding up, is Chinasa Nwoshi wanting to recruit Biafra army. So we are going to do it like this. We will show you people the publication of Chinasa Nwoshi on the screen. Then we will now play the video where they said they have handed over their acclaimed ESN to One Nigeria. Then we will now be asking the question, which of the ESN now are they going to use for this army? Is it some of these Boko Haram terrorists that the Gumi said that most of them are coming from Fulani land that they are going to use for that their army group? So let us bring that to the screen because we're running up. So if you have your questions, please bring them up, prepare them, because the line will be open in no time for you to air your views, please. So this is Chinasa Nwoshi. The annoying part of this very publication is that whatever they are doing, they will go and look for the face of Onyendu to put to be the face of whatever they are doing so that they can implicate him the more. Since MNK was kidnapped, our PM said we no longer take orders from anybody in DSS so that we don't implicate him. We take responsibility for whatever that we are doing. But these people, every time, they want to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name and face for everything that they are doing so that they can continue to nail him and keep him there. So Chinasa Nwoshi came out and said, Biafrans, we must be aware that the time of volunteering military service is fast approaching. The enemies are not backing down, and we, Biafrans, won't back down either. We must be ready to defend Biafra land if they fail to let Biafra go. Volunteering military service in Biafra land will stabilize the security of our own towns and communities. Above all, we can protect our land against external aggressors, especially the murderous Nigerian military, Fulani headsmen, and Islamic jihadists. So volunteering military service will teach young Biafrans what it takes to be patriotic. It will cultivate leadership skills among our youth. Our people can learn to take responsibility to face off the Nigerian military aggression. The service will train you on how to defend your places against Nigerian military aggression and above, to equip you for self-defense. Our military volunteers will be trained to be independent and cultivate abilities to meet a variety of challenges, and above all, they will be trained to be disciplined because many of our people lack discipline when it comes to collective activities. So what this madman that wrote this thing is trying to portray here is to create awareness for their recruitment exercise. So the Prime Minister has said before that there is nothing like recruitment, and we are not recruiting anything. So Prime Minister is putting Biafrans on notice that they should disregard what this madman wrote. This is the Prime Minister's memo on this. Biafrans should ignore the criminal IPOB Nigeria. They are now running out of time. We have disbanded ESN because they sold the name to Nigeria politicians. Now that they know that Biafrans has turned their back at anything ESN, they are again planning Biafra and to jeopardize and to sabotage the more and go. So Prime Minister concludes by letting Biafrans know that there is no recruitment to Biafra army. Anytime there is recruitment, he will be the one to announce it because he is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Biafra. So if you go and join these criminals to betray Biafra, you will not finish your training in Biafra land. That is the promise from this very government. So be aware and be warned. So to cap up this thing that they have written here, Masigo, please play the video where they said they have handed over, their ESN to One Nigeria. Masigo, are you there with us? Masigo, we are calling on you. Play the video of that they handed over their ESN to One Nigeria for us, please.
He said, which video?
That the DOS, that they handed over their ESN to One Nigeria.
Okay.
Okay, we have more hands in the house just joining us. And our lines will be open after this very last video.
He's there now.
Okay. Mazifying, okay, wait. You grab the mic. Wait, let us play this last video. Okay, you can play it, Mazi.
They told us, they came to us and said we should, the governors came, not the army now. The governors came and said we should hand over Eastern Security Network to them so that they will be paying these young men salaries and put them on salary scale and rest. And now they feel that they have gotten all they want. These men, this camp has become the expendable for them. Now they were able suddenly to be able to go in and attack and destroy this. Of course, it's good that they took away these billions that has been causing a lot of trouble for the Biafran people. But that is if they are not going to relocate them to another place and then begin to continue their trouble. But we are waiting for them, and we are ready for them. And while we are on this, I am appealing to the governors of the Eastern region. In fact, not only the Eastern region now, I mean the whole of the Eastern region, the Biafran state, from Ebonyi to Delta to Bayelsa to Rivers and name it, all of you, all your governors, what I'm asking you to do tonight, Abia State Governor, I know that you will not pray your people, that your name, that the poor people will continue to talk about you. Anambra State Governor, that the people will talk about you. Enugu State Governor, Ebonyi State, Delta State, Rivers State, all of you.
All right, my minister, open the floor on this discussion as we carry on the go.
Thank you. Mazuko, there is a picture I sent to you on WhatsApp. If you can pick it up, it would be good to display it. There's something I want to say. There's a picture I sent to you on WhatsApp. This is the propaganda these people have been, using to distract you ever since. Yeah, you're welcome, Ada Biafra, Betty. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Maziko, did you see it? Just if you can display
Yeah,
it.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can display, let me just read it for Biafrans to see how devilish and evil this IPOB Nigeria is. Now, this is a post, not even last year they started making this kind of propaganda. This is this one is April last year, 1 year now. Emeka, the short up gift. He said, at no time in this struggle, the Amazon Nambekano or IPOB leadership lead, have they declared armed struggle or have they formed a Biafra army? What IPOB formed and inaugurated was armed vigilantes called Eastern Security Network, ESN. And as you go to move it, let me buttress my point. Remember the goat in South Africa, the Brumiri boy in South Africa that was doing all he did to blackmail our prime minister. When he went to join the politicians, he said, anytime this struggle will enter armed struggle, if it go violent, I will resign. You remember? They said anytime it will go violent, they will resign. Now, and the Chinas and Wasatan and all these criminals, they will all the way. Now, if these same criminals that have for the past 3 years told you that what Mazi Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, is doing is armed struggle, that he destroyed IPOB, that there is no violence in IPOB, there is no military in IPOB. Who is doing that, please? Can you, help us to mute? There is no military in IPOB. There is no army in IPOB. They are vigilante. The same people. Now that our prime minister rightly said, now that the time is against them, now that they are running out of time, and they know very well that what has been going on is exactly the mindset and the heartbeat of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have lost on all fronts. They have sold ESN. They have exposed our generals, all our men that were informed. They have massacred them. Some of them were executed. Now they are coming to tell you that military volunteering and all that. You can now see that they know that Biafrans who are still hungry to come into the army are there, even though our president told Biafrans that there is no recruitment going on for now. There's no recruitment going on for now, at least for now. So when there is recruitment, people will be updated. But what are they doing? They are trying to throw the cookie to Biafrans, to deceive them, to come and tell them that there is a recruitment. Meanwhile, there is nothing like that. So any Biafran that will not listen, that will follow this their wicked propaganda, which they themselves know that they are lying, which they themselves know that any attempt they make is an open door for Nigerian army to slaughter ignorant and gullible Biafrans. Follow this government, follow Biafra liberation, follow our prime minister. Anything that does not come from the office of the prime minister, ignore it vehemently. Reject it in totality for your own good and for your own safety. I hand over the mic.
Thank you, Wachineke. I was seeing a signal from PM. I don't know if network is not allowing him to enter. Okay. Ada Biafra Betty, welcome to the studio. And Mazi John, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Ada Biafra, take some minutes. I don't know if you had listened to us before you joined, because we've treated a lot of issues here. But say hi to Biafra in your own way, and in a nutshell, give your submission, because we are rounding up. Thank you.
Okay, my fellow Biafrans, I thank you people for always coming together when we are up. We are grateful, and we urge you to continue coming around, share and like the video so that it goes viral. I seize this opportunity to pray to God for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because I saw he written something from his lawyers that he's sick and he needs medication. Let us put him into prayer. I also pray for our Prime Minister, Obatobie, one of Biafra land. I pray for all his cabinet ministers, all the media teams and Biafrans all over the world. We are people of liberal mind, but that does not mean that if anyone comes fighting us, we will not defend ourselves. based on the last thing I heard my colleague, Pastor Van Van Vam said. You know, there was a time Chinasa Nwuru said, if anyone takes the call from him and gives to ESN, that the person will be paid. You all know what we use pay for now because of YouTube and the Facebook community rules. You know, onyenye ndi ESN commander phone number call from our PM that they are voluntary workers or voluntary men. Now, the same Chinasa Nwuru and Chike Doziem were the ones who did this, made this confession and committed this atrocity by going to give the same ESN to the governors, and they went and paid them. He's only telling you people that to exonerate himself, but that is always their plan. There was a time they sent some people to Abato wear the kind of uniform, Fendi white and brown dress that our Onyendu wears to court. They did that in Aba, and they were paid in their hundreds. So our Prime Minister has clearly denied this very Biafra army recruitment, telling every Biafran that there is no recruitment yet. Do not go there for recruitment. That is how they promised zoo government that they will end Biafra. Each time they gather all of you together, they will signal them your location, and they will allow you people to be paid. Our hands is not there. We are now screaming worldly and widely that you people should hear. Do not pay a deaf ear to this. That's why they are using economic jihad, burning your businesses, bulldozing your houses, so that you will be penniless and homeless. Anything they give you, you will just start speaking their language. My people, do not go for that recruitment. I yield my mic. Thank you, my minister.
Yeah, thank you, Biafra. Mazi John, over to you. And please, as we are making our comment on the last video we played and the last thing that we read, there is something on the screen. So do well to also comment on this so that we send the message back to the Nigerian terrorist group so that they understand that we are watching them and we are following them up, bomba to bomba. Master John, over to you, please. Is Master John there? Maybe he's having network issues. Okay. Mazi Paul, are you there? Mazi Paul, over to you, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, my minister. So, Biafrans, the truth has been played to each and every one of us to hear. The DOS sold ESN to Eastern governors or Hanes Ndibo. They handed ESN over to Nigeria, and the members of ESN, those who doesn't like to be free, they entered a bubago. So now, any other person that is trying to recruit people are recruiting people whom he will use to do sacrifice. So you joining any other recruitment apart from government in exile under the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, the risk is on your own because ESN has been handed over to Nigeria. That is how they roll. So be careful and don't make yourself a victim. Life has no duplicate. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, my minister. Mazi.land media, are you there? Mazi.land media, are you there? Mazi.land media is not there. Mazi John, it seems you're having network issues. You may go out and come back again. Go out of the studio and come back again, Mazi John. Just go out of the studio and come back again so you can correct your network. Okay. All right. So the big question is, they said that they are planning to go and recruit army. Why? Because they want to cause confusion. They have seen all that they have tried. They have tried to use ESN after they said they sold it out to the zoo terrorists. They have tried to use it to blackmail the liberation of the Biafran people. And it has not worked. Our Prime Minister has exposed them in toto, but yet they don't want to back down. If somebody open mouth and say, we gave the ESN, we handed them over to One Nigeria on the ground that salary must be coming out to them. And then today you're coming back to say, we want to go and use the same ESN of you people to recruit army. First and foremost, Prime Minister, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra have told all Biafrans, do not fall a victim of China's Nwoshi and One Nigerian government. The Biafran Liberation Army, the Biafra Defense Force is not recruiting anybody. There is no recruitment form. There is no publicity for any recruitment of the Biafra Defense Forces. No, which includes the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, and every other armed groups that are fighting under this very government. So, Chinas are bed work more with all their boys. The question we should be asking them is, after they handed over their ESN boys to zoo terrorists on the ground that they will collect money, which of them are they going to use to do their kangaroo army that they want to form again? We understand that Gumi said that all the Fulani terrorists from other countries of Africa are coming down to One Nigeria to join forces with the ones they have already for them to intensify the jihad fight. And let us remember that the person that we're talking about is named Muhammad Abbas. Muhammad Abbas is one of them. He's one of the Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorists. So he's likely going to collect some of those their boys, add them together, and then they'll deploy and then come down and then say these are their army that they have formed. Because like you saw in the first video that we played, somebody was kidnapped and then the person was calling on the military men on the road. My brother was kidnapped. Oh, this is the road. They just entered here now. You people have gone inside with you. Go after them. They say they cannot go inside. Why? It's not that they cannot go inside though. It is the order that they have. They don't go after the Fulani terrorists to kill them because they are one and the same group of people working together. Some are the ones they send to be in the bush, while some others are the ones they send to be in the community and in the road and in the streets, which you think that they are human beings wearing uniforms. No, they are all working together. They collude, they support each other, and they do everything in pari passu. So this is the message we are passing to Biafrans. And there is something here on the screen which we want every Biafran to see. seems the thing is not scanning very. Okay, let us give it full screen. With full screen, everybody will see very well. Okay, with full screen, everybody can see. I think let us play the other video before we come down to this one first. There is a video. There was a video where, okay, let's play this video first.
While carrying the heavy cross he was meant to be crucified on. Christians say the cross signifies the sins of the...
No, it's not this one, it's the other one. Sorry about that. Before we come down to this very video, this very publication, is that video the brother spoke about this very publication here. Okay, this one here.
While the Nigerian scam government and their terrorist military are attempting the impossible after uncountable attempts, styles, and methods of stopping the sun from rising. Today, they are sharing handbills preaching ills about Simon Ekpa. Last week, they declared him wanted. The other time, they placed bounty on him. Or is it when they carried megaphone and posters to sing and dance in our marketplace? Or when they went international to dialogue with Chino Waha in order to rendition Simon Ekpa? They even went to the length of disguising to be one of us, to destroy properties and to kill our brothers and sisters in order to blackmail Simon Ekpa. Don't let them confuse you. If they mean well for us, they will release Nnamdi Kanu before any other thing. They hate Simon Ekpa, and they want you to hate Simon Ekpa because he is the only one stopping them from hurting you. They hate Simon Ekpa, and they want you to hate Simon Ekpa because he is the only one stopping them from hurting you. Dear Biafrans, while the Nigerian scam government and their terrorist military are attempting the impossible after uncountable attempts, styles, and methods of stopping the sun from rising, today they are sharing handbills preaching ills about Simon Ekpa. Last week they declared him wanted. The other time they placed bounty on him. Or is it when they carried megaphone and posters to sing and dance in our marketplace? Or when they went international to dialogue with Chino Waha in order to rendition Simon Ekpa? They even went to the length of disguising to be one of us, to destroy properties and to kill our brothers and sisters in order to blackmail Simon Ekpa. Don't let them confuse you. If they mean well for us, they will release Nnamdi Kanu before any other thing. They hate Simon Ekpa, and they want you to hate Simon Ekpa because he is the only one stopping them from hurting you. They hate Simon Ekpa, and they want you to hate Simon Ekpa because he is the only one stopping them from hurting you. Dear Biafrans,
here we go. So we want Biafrans to understand and follow us ask question. If na laugh you want laugh, make you laugh. Has there been a time where somebody is coming to tell you that you should deny your identity as a Biafran? You should not be a Biafran again. You should rather reject your identity as an indigenous person of Biafra, but come and accept to be a Fulani terrorist. Mazi Paul, over to you, please. You have the mic.
Yeah. Thank you. You know, the guy, this our brother who made this video, has really delivered every message, because our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, whenever you are doing something to free yourself out of the hands of the oppressor, and that oppressor turn back and begin to praise you, you should know you are not doing it right. But when the oppressor begin to come after you, then you know you are getting it right. It has been in our record here that Nigerian government, Soludo, Eastern governors, they praised those DOS people. They said they are the Ben IPOB, but they are going after Simon Ekpa, who is fighting exactly the same thing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is fighting. Today, they are publishing, trying to blackmail, trying to send every kind of propaganda, but we are here to tell them that their propaganda will not hold any water. We have graduated in this kind of propaganda. We have seen it before. At least when we defeated 500,000 recruited Iraq, which they bought over, that is when we know that whatever they are coming up with is dead on arrival. We know their game already because Chukwuka Abiyama prepared us to this journey. All this junk they are writing, we know they will write it. They will give some people brand envelope to go and type something against their own self. Only some of these Efulef are the people who will accept such a thing. But Biafrans know the truth. So anybody who is trying to recruit you, calling you for army, recruitment of army, don't mind that person. What they are trying to do is to disturb this movement of freedom, which is coming. On the 2nd of December, this particular year, Biafrans will be free. Biafra will be declared, and all this suffering will end once and for all. Thank you, my comrades. Thank you, all of us of freedom.
Thank you, Wanchineke. Minister Bam, over to you, please.
Thank you, my able minister, and everyone that have made their contributions. Biafrans, do not forget that the awareness we brought to you tonight is that the Biafra satellite TV and the radio is here. So while this Biafra government, led by our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, while we are making waves and, achieving a lot and breaking grounds, the sewage rats and underground, the criminals, are still continuing with their propaganda. And now the worst of their propaganda is that they want to put our people on harm's way again. There is no time they have ever improved on the lives of Biafrans. No time. Ever since they sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all they have done is sniff life out of vibrant Biafrans, very active Biafrans that they are supposed to protect. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was actually directly referring to them in the court, they want to come and talk. He's talking. Mention Simon Ekpa. All the old Biafrans know that everything that this government have done under our Prime Minister is to protect the life of Biafrans, is to bring awareness to Biafrans, is to open every doors that the enemies have shut against us, to subjugate us and make us, silent us to death. But we are now bold, we are now strong, even those that could not speak before. Because when they look back and they know that there is all Banto Obie, that there is a Prime Minister that have got their back, you can see them speaking up in radio stations, on the headline newspapers. That barrister that spoke in that radio station that is controlled by that brand envelope Esther Maseta, that lady that was there speaking, we know every one of us now that those are instruments of Satan. And that brother that was responding, he remembers that there is a man that have got his back. I'm telling you, before our Prime Minister took the leadership and began to lead Biafran people, these people cannot boldly speak. They can't speak. When they ask them questions, they either dodge it or they keep quiet, or they will tell you, we don't know what to say, just do this or that. But now they are boldly challenging them. Look at a barrister telling that lady on live TV, what have they not done? Have they not done worse? He was even challenging her and telling her that, look, even in Zamfara, terrorists were being given title, chieftaincy title. What did you do? All those things that were brought in the open, that lady never challenged it. She never spoke about it. But these criminals that are looking for Biafrans that they will put on harm's way, they will not talk about that. This government is moving forward. Now, Biafrans, everything will be at your doorstep. The satellite TV is there. The radio is here. The government is here. The leadership of Biafra government have got your interest at heart, and you can see it. It is not just by promise, it is with evidence. You are already voting in your self-referendum. You are not waiting for UN or waiting for Nigeria to give you date, which you know they will never do. And you see the way our Prime Minister have taken the bull by the horn, taking decisions and steps that will land you in the glorious land of Biafra. He always told you that I know the day Biafra will come. And you thought it was a joke. And now, Koro before you, he has given you the date for declaration. Are you going to be listening to criminals that have got no integrity? Criminals that have been proven not only by us, but by the people that paid them that they are criminals. They have been proven to be criminals. And nobody cares about them. Even they themselves have come on their radio and on their TV to tell you that we have no longer been fighting the Nigerian government. We have not been doing enough. We have been fighting only someone. They have owned up. And after they owned up, they still go back to the muddy clay where they belong, because you wash a pig, you dry a pig will remain a pig forever. You have got a government and you have got to believe in this government and support this government. Thank you very much, and may God bless you all.
Thank you, my minister. And we want Biafrans to know that this propaganda and blackmail leaflet is dead on arrival from the Nigerian army. Why? Because they think that the Biafran people don't have ways and manners of hearing what the government of Biafra is saying. And now the Biafra satellite TV and the radio is here. So this propaganda is dead on arrival, because to every corner of Biafra land now, you will be able to hear our voices with FM radio and also on satellite TV, anywhere you tune in. So after these people will finish their propaganda, dancing on the street, singing with DJ speaker, making noise everywhere, Biafrans will now be laughing at them. But let me remind Biafrans something, that during the genocide of 1966 to 70s, in the middle of that genocide, that Nigerian government, with the help of UK, were dropping this same propaganda and blackmail leaflet inside Biafra land. They were dropping it in the entirety of Biafra land. What was the aim and objective? Because it is a method of warfare. They were dropping it in order to send a message to the indigenous people of Biafra that Ojukwu and his men are actually their enemy. That them who are now the one Nigerian terrorists are now the good guys. So it is a repetition of what they did that they have tried to do here now again. What you need to understand is that whenever you see this kind of method of warfare and this tool that they use in war, it is when they are left with no other option. When the Biafran army have defeated them and is destroying them every day, so they will now resort into looking for what to pick and add and join, and how to go and cajole the minds of the Biafran people into believing that their own savior is now their own destroyer. So Biafran people, your names are IPOB. IPOB means Indigenous Persons of Biafra. Anybody that is telling you to deny your identity as IPOB, as Indigenous Person of Biafra, that person is your enemy. So Fulani terrorists will come all the way from the north, can't tell you say that IPOB is not the way. Stop the killings. That IPOB is the devil. That Simon Ekpa is the evil. Is a thief that is making money from you. That IPOB is causing death. That IPOB is bad. Tell the person that he should go back to Kafanchan. That you are the IPOB yourself and you know who you are, and you can never change yourself to become a Fulani terrorist because you want to embrace one Nigeria. Because we have embraced one Nigeria before, and all they could give to us is massacre, cutting of heads, kidnapping and exploitation, dissolution of communities, destruction of lives and properties, destruction of our dreams. They kill our dreams and aspirations and whatever our children should become tomorrow. Our farmlands and water and streams and lakes have all been destroyed because of the exploitation of one Nigeria in Biafra land. The waters are no longer consumable for you. The farmlands are no longer cultivatable for you. They want to put you in a deplorable situation so that you come back begging. When you beg for food, you beg for everything, while they have already unleashed their foot soldiers into the bushes in the name of Fulani terrorists and Ruga, so that they will now come and destroy you and be eating you up, so that you will now be looking for where to jump into, like it is happening in the Middle Belt and in the far North Kaduna, where they are killing the Christians there. Where they are killing other people is predominantly where you have the Christians. It is not where you have the jihadist supporters. So Biafran people understand very well that Biafra is here, and what these people are doing with this propaganda leaflet is a sign of victory to the Biafran people. It's a sign of victory coming from the Biafran government. That is the message you should understand, because you have punctured their blockers. You have killed them where it hurts them most. So they now have to come into your own very land to be begging you to hate yourself. What they are coming to do now is telling you, hate yourself, that you are actually the one that is your enemy. No, you can never be the enemy to your people. You are your own keeper, and you are taking care of yourself. But the enemies are actually coming to destroy your people. So the only good guy we know is our Prime Minister, and the Biafran people are standing jiggy-back with him from now till Biafra come. And even after Biafra comes, he is the heartbeat of the Biafran people. And Biafran people love him and owe him so much till eternity. Ada Biafra, over to you as we round up. The mic is yours. And we need 2 lucky callers to call in through this number. If you're so lucky, you call, then you are the one to speak. Ada Biafra, over to you, please.
Thank you, my minister. Fellow Biafrans, you all know that since 1960, we have served the zoo, and time has come for us to go. According to Genesis chapter 12, verse 2, God said to the children of Israelites, you have been on this mountain for too long. You have to come down and go and take the land that I promised your father. He is talking to us, and it is our time. We are no longer ready to serve the zoo. Everything that made zoo, Nigeria government great, is from Biafra land. Our oil, our gas, our human resources, our efforts, doctors, lawyers, engineers, everything. Writing IPOB is causing death, or IPOB is able, is like when you have crocro, instead of treating the blood, you are rubbing bleaching cream to treat the skin. They have problem. Biafra cannot help them. Everything that Gumi and Shetima are doing, who writes about it? Is IPOB causing the killing in Zamfara, causing the killing in northeast or wherever, in Kaduna, in Middle Belt, in Plateau State? These are the people who promised Nigeria government that they will end Biafra, and now they could not. The only thing they did was to sell our leader. So they are doing this to show Nigeria government that the contract they signed with them is still working. Do not let this cheap blackmail face any one of you. We are home already. If God is not in what we are doing, when Onyendu was abducted, somebody like our Prime Minister wouldn't have emerged. So my people, Ogonogo Kwadro Kamwede, if any nabo, or master-servant relationship, they are trying to show their masters that they are still making effort to retain Biafra for them, but we are gone, just with the wind. We are not there for them. Don't mind this blackmail, because they are cheap. They used to say that Igbos are their problems. But the whole Nigeria have now known who is their problem. Tell me any state in that country that the Fulanis don't go to hire their brothers from North Africa to come and buy them. Everywhere. There is no tribe that these people haven't gone to buy people. You all saw the latest one. And the reason they were crying about that Ueli South massacre is because they always take our brothers to Sambisa Forest and buy them there, the southern soldiers. And their pain is that 16 or 17 of them were buried in that place because they always send those tiny, all those tiny rats, terrorists, when they change, they convert them, put military uniform on them. So they buy them at Uheli. That's their anger. Is it IPOB doing that one? My people, by now you should be wise. Our Prime Minister and his cabinet members, they have done everything. We are home and dry. Don't let this disturb any one of you, and don't be convinced by them, because these people doing this are the ones that sold Onyendu. I will yield my mic here, but while going, I will urge you people to continue voting, donate, because we need funding. We need funding. They want to distract us. We can never be distracted. We are wiser than them. I'll leave you here. Thank you, my minister. Thank you, Vam 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 and 555. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do we have any call? Vam Vam Vam, do we have any call? Okay, no call. All right. So on this very note, we say a very big thank you to all of you who have been listening. If you did not join us from the very beginning, please, you may go back and start listening from the very beginning, because everything here is well diced. I beg of you, you wouldn't need to miss any part of this very program. Remember our fundraising on Saturday, and remember to go to the database website and apply for your ID card, and also apply for the convention.
Voting is still on, no? Voting is still on.
Voting is still on, and we are yet to finish the first phase, which we are aiming at May. So we still have time. If you have issues, call in and let us know so that we know the helplines to connect you to. Thank you so much, all Biafrans, for being here. It's been a wonderful one. My media team and all Biafrans out there, we salute you all. And to the ministers of the Brgie, we salute all of you that are listening to us from there. And to our PM, the Biafran people loves you so much. And this media team stand jibiba with you, just like we have stood with you from the very beginning when MNK was kidnapped, when we were just autopilot, when we were just 3 and 4 and 5 in the studio fighting. This media team stand with you, jigiba, till the very end. Thank you so much.
Yes, airborne.
You propose that this situation, or this situation rather, should be handled. You know, we just understand that the military has declared 96 persons wanted in connection to terrorist activities in the country. Simon Ekpa has been included. But what would you make, or what are your thoughts generally on how it's been put out there, and what do you think should be a strategic approach to address some of the concerns you also highlighted?
Now, look at this. Now, Simon Ekpa, to me, is not a terrorist. He is an agitator. Until we begin to put a difference between those who are agitating for something and those who are actually terrorists. Now, we know those that are terrorists quickly in the country, and nothing positive has been done to quell the activities of those that are known to be terrorists, and so on and so forth. I don't see Simon Ekpa as a terrorist. I see him as an agitator. I see Nnamdi Kanu as an agitator, and several other ethnic groups that are agitating for one thing or the other, which, to me, the federal government should have sit back, have a roundtable talk
and discuss with these people to find out what are their grievances, why are they agitating, and what are they agitating for. These and more other ways could be adopted so that we'll be able to live in harmony as one nation. So, including Samuel Ekpa in the list of those 96 or thereabout terrorists that have been listed by the government, I don't see that as I don't see him being part of that terrorist group. He's an agitator. He is asking for something. The federal government should look into what is the reason why he is asking for what he is asking for. And when that is looked into, then it could be resolved. We could have a roundtable discussion, and all those issues will be resolved. I don't think there is anybody who wants to break away from Nigeria, but I think they're asking that there should be more presence of the federal government activities and agencies in the other neglected.
All right. Well,